As you can tell, I'm in my little knitting corner again, so you know what that means. I'm going to do a little knitting project. I ordered a Wool and the Gang knitting kit. So I ordered the beanie. It's called the Big Up beanie. And so in the kit, you get the knitting needle that that you would need. So this is the 15mm, which I actually, so on their website, you don't have to, like, the knitting needles are optional. So of course, like, if you want to buy the kit, you don't have to buy the knitting needles. To be completely honest, I didn't need to buy the knitting needles because I do have a 15mm knitting needle, but I have a plastic one, and I noticed that they have like wooden needles, and I really like working with wooden needles, I've noticed, because plastic ones are just too slippery and hard on my hands. And then you get the wool of your choice. So this is their Crazy Sexy Wool. I picked a I think this is the charcoal color because this is a beanie that I'm gonna hopefully wear or even gift to someone. And then you get their little booklet of pattern instructions, whatever. And then I think you also get so in this is where the book came in, and in this you also get a tapestry needle. And then what you also get, which I thought was really cute, you get a little tag. You get a little tag that you can stick onto your little, oh, I think it's this way, so it's white, that you can stick onto the little beanie. Cast on using the long tail cast on, and do 36 stitches. I've casted on 36 stitches. Now I should have worn like a lighter shirt color because I can't actually see. Anyway, yeah, I've triple counted and it is definitely 36 stitches. Now I have to do the 1x1 rib stitch, and I have to do that for 7 rows. So the 1x1 rib stitch is basically where you knit a row, knit a stitch, and then you throw the working yarn over to the front. I think that's what I've seen in the tutorials anyway, and then you purl the next stitch. I will say I've had to take it out and redo it a couple of times, which is why I've like already opened everything in the beginning of this this video, just because I did try to do this last night and I kept kind of messing up. It's really hard. It's really hard. 1x1 ribbing is really hard because you have to really, like, I guess you have to really focus, and you have to like throw your yarn back and forth, which is really difficult. I don't know if it's difficult because I have like really big needles and it's like harder like to grab them with my hands, or if it's if that's just how people do it. I need to figure out how other people do that more seamlessly, I guess. So yeah, now I just have to do the same thing, and they said that you always start with a knit stitch and then you always end up with a purl stitch, which makes sense because if you if you've done it that way, you've basically like turned your project around so you're in the back side of it. So the back side of, so here I did a knit stitch in the beginning, and the back side of a knit stitch is a purl where you get the little bumps, so you knit that. Does that make sense? I think that's what I'm doing. Oh, I understand. So that first one was my last one, which was a purl stitch, which means that the back of a purl stitch is a knit stitch, and I'm knitting on top of the knit stitch. Yeah, I get it. I understand. So I finished all 7 rows, but I think I accidentally created like an extra loop. So I don't know how, I've forgotten how to undo. I don't know what I've done, but I honestly thought that I was gonna be finished. I'm gonna have to redo this again. I'll be back. Okay, so for some reason I can't undo it and it's pissing me off, and there's like wool everywhere. This is not fun. This is actually just not fun. I actually like hate this. I actually hate this so much. It's because let me just tell you guys that I have redone these 1x1 ribbing stitches like 3 times, and I honestly thought that I was getting the hang of it today, and then I ended up messing it up. So I think the issue is that I can't tell, like, I can't tell the pattern. I can't really see it. It might be because like I might have just shouldn't have used like a darker wool, or maybe like this wool from Wool and the Gang is so soft, which is perfect for like, you know, this type of beanie, but it's not so perfect for someone like me who is legally blind to be able to, you know, do anything with it. So this is annoying. Okay, I've untangled everything. It took about an hour. No, probably like 40 minutes. So let's do this again. Man, the reason why I didn't want to unravel at all is because 1, it's a lot of work, but 2, my hands, my left hand specifically, has been like getting really tingly, and I didn't get that with the previous knitting project that I did. So I don't know if it's especially yesterday, because how much am I doing? I'll do this much. Especially yesterday because, yeah, I don't know, I think it's like the fact that I'm like alternating between like knitting and purl stitching, and also I guess this didn't help either, but we went on a big walk yesterday, and I used my cane with my left hand, so you know, that didn't help. I think what I've noticed is yeah, 15mm needles are definitely too big for my hands. And also what I'm also noticing is wool, like 100% wool yarn is way too slippery for my hands as well. I think that also doesn't help because I have to kind of grip it more. I've done the 7 rows of 1x1 rib stitch. This is my 3rd time redoing it, and I think I've got all 36 stitches on my needle. So the next thing to do is work in a stocking stitch until your hat. Andrew, can you read this one for me, please?
Yeah. What is it?
It says after like the 7 rows, the next step.
Rows. Oh, step 3.
Yeah.
Work in stocking stitch until your hat measures approximately 33 centimeters from the cast on edge.
Okay.
Your last row must be a wrong side / pearl row. You will now start shaping the top of the hat.
Does it say how many rows approximately?
No, 33 centimeters.
33 centimeters.
Oh, approximately 34 rows, sorry.
Oh, okay. That includes 34 rows, including the 7 I did?
It says in total.
Okay, in total.
Yeah.
How many rows again?
34.
34. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have made 34 rows, which includes the 7 rows of ribbing that I did at the front, at the bottom. And now it's actually a lot bigger than well, actually I don't know, because I'm gonna like stitch it up together, I guess, but it does look like it's a big kind of size. I think it's supposed to be a slouchy one, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work on my head. So now I think the next step is to decrease. I've never decreased before, so we'll see how that goes. So the decrease row says knit 1 stitch, and then there's a little star, and it says knit 3 stitches, comma, knit 2 stitches together, and then the star ends. And then it says I have to repeat that section until I have 5 stitches left. So I'm assuming the only stitches I need to knit together is the one where it says knit 2 stitches together. So technically I'm only knitting, like the first part, I'm knitting 4 stitches before I get to that 2 stitches together. I think that's how I'm understanding it. 1, and then knit 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 stitches on the needle. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was the 3 that was in the star, and then that's the first one. And then it says I have to knit 2 stitches together. So that, I think that just means that I just view these 2 stitches as if it was 1. Right? I think so. Okay. And then I just do a regular knit stitch, I think. And then I have to repeat it until I have 5 rows left. So the way I understand it, because where it says knit 3 stitches was inside the little asterisk thing, or the little star or something. That's the one I have to repeat. So 1, 2, 3, and then I have to do the two thingies together, the 2 stitches together. So that's 1, 2. So I just shove the needle in there. Oh shit. Oh no. Wait, I'm confused. Why am I running out of yarn?
Where's the end of it?
Here.
Yeah.
Did I do too many rows?
Don't know.
That's why I was like, why is it so big? I feel like I did too many rows.
Maybe it's too long. It does look pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, so I got rid of a couple of rows, and I had to knit a row just so I ended up on the pale side. I don't know how many rows I have. I've lost count, so hopefully this is fine. I still have enough yarn. It's all on the floor, but I still have enough yarn to hopefully do the decrease. Knit 3 stitches and then knit 2 stitches together. Okay. I finally finished my beanie. Here is the end result. Let me show you what it looks like on. It's really, oh my god, I feel like I'm wearing earmuffs. I can't see the end, but you know what it reminds me of a little bit? It reminds me of one of those what are they called, like those big dreadlocks kind of hat, like those big hats that that are specifically for you to be able to fit your whole head of dreads in. That's what it reminds me of. There is a little bit of a hole at the top, and there is like a loose sort of thread that I could probably just like cut out. Speaking of seaming, I didn't do, it said to do invisible seaming or something. I didn't do that because I was way too tired and impatient last night, and I was just like, I just want to get this done. And if you saw my my clip from last night, I ran out of yarn, and I think the reason why I ran out of yarn is probably to do with the fact that I kept having to redo the rows of stitches as I was going, because I would like accidentally add a stitch, or I would accidentally drop a stitch, so I would like have to rip out the whole row, and then I kind of lost count. And the issue with doing it on like a really dark colored yarn is that my eyes are not fit to be able to see the individual loops and individual stitches on this color because it's way too dark. Yeah, so next time I make this kind of beanie, I think I'll do it on lighter colors, and also I'll keep more on top of, like, keep track of what rows and things and stuff that I'm up to. But yeah, as a first beanie, I really like it. I didn't put in, because the kit came with like the made uniquely by me tag thing. I don't know how to do that. It's probably written in the booklet, but again, I was way too tired. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's so warm. It is this is kind of the type of beanie that I've always sort of wanted, like this kind of chunky, like thick, sort of warm kind of beanie, because here in Australia it doesn't really get that it doesn't get too cold, so people don't really sell, you know, like the chunky knit kind of beanies here. They always just have like really thin ones, and the thin ones I find don't really look good on me because I have curly hair, so it's like it almost looks like I have it like really tight up the top, and then my hair just kind of poofs out. So that's why I prefer the chunkier kind of beanies, because it kind of works well with my curly hair. In terms of the instructions from Wool and the Gang, I thought it was pretty easy. I did sort of have to look up, you know, like how to, like a video version of how to decrease and things like that, but in terms of the instructions itself, I thought it was pretty easy to follow, which I'm really happy about. There are sort of like links that they sort of give you as references, but like I didn't get it. I wish I got like a PDF copy or something, because, you know, obviously it's a physical booklet. I can't really like click the link on it, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm definitely going to cut that bit off, and also there is a bit inside, but that's fine. But yeah, let me know if you've ever tried any of the kits or the patterns from Wool and the Gang and what you thought of it. And also, if you are like a, you know, an avid knitter or something like that, please let me know where else I can find different sort of like knitting patterns. I don't mind if they're paid. I will definitely pay for them, like it's fine. I just don't know where to find them. Specifically, I want to try and make like baby toys, or not baby toys, but just like kids toys, or like kid-sized you know, beanies or like clothes and things like that, because I think that would be really cute. Oh, that reminds me, the other thing, I think what I'm gonna do with this, because I don't know whether or not I just miscounted my rows, or whether or not it is supposed to be this length, because this is more of a slouchy kind of look, I'm thinking that next time I use this pattern and I make another beanie, I want to sort of resize it. If any of you know how I would be able to do that, not resize it in this in terms of the width, because I think the width is fine. I just mean like the height. Like, do I just get rid of a couple of rows and then start decreasing earlier? Is that how it works, or is there like a specific way that I'm supposed to do it? I don't know. Please let me know if you know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.